This demo video is going to show you the power of layers and using layers to create depth. And this is one way that you can create depth. There are always multiple ways that you can do something. In Pixlr E, make sure you're in Pixlr E, click Create New. You can title if you want, you can create a background if you want. Toggle that on. If this is hidden, you may have to click and drag down here. Let's just pick a dark background color. And I have a layer open. If you do not see this layers panel, go to view and click layers, and that will show back up. In order to add a new layer, you can click the plus sign, and I usually just go with empty because you can add any of those other things on an empty layer. So let's make a selection with the lasso tool. We're just going to make a blobby shape. Close it where you started. Now I'm going to color the outside of that selection. So I need to either right click and hit invert selection or click Control I, and that will select the outside. I'm going to fill that with this red color that I have selected. So fill bucket tool or click F on your keyboard, and I filled that area with red. Now what I want to do is use this same shape, but I'm going to make it black, and I'm going to drop it underneath that layer so that it looks like a shadow. So I can duplicate this layer, duplicate. Now I have another one. I can make the top one black now. So I can select here, make it black, fill that, and I'm gonna drop it underneath the red, but I can't see it now. With this layer selected, click the arrow. This is gonna help me arrange that shape. Click Control D to deselect. And now this is showing me that black layer. Let's shrink it down just a little bit on each corner. That corner and this corner. That's a really hard, sharp shadow. I'm going to change the effect. So filter, and let's go to details, blur. Drag the amount up, and you see that it creates more of a hazy shadow. And now it looks like this red layer is sitting on top. We can do that again. Let's go to another layer. I'm going to drag it below that black shape. Lasso. Make another blobby shape, and I'm going to make it kind of like mimic that one. And I'm just going to kind of make it look like stacks of torn paper. So now invert, so Control I. And I'm going to make this a different color now. I want to keep black there, so I just swapped. And I'm going to make this one yellow. F or fill bucket. Click. Duplicate. This layer I have selected. If I click switch and click, you can't see it here, but you can see it over here that is now black. I'm going to deselect, so Control D. Click this arrow, and I want to shrink that black layer down again, so in just a little bit. You can also use your arrows to position that down or to the side if you want the arrows on your keyboard. Again, go to Filter, Details, Blur, increase the blur. And now it looks like that yellow is sitting on top of that purple underneath. I'm going to do that one more time. Let me go another empty layer. And you can continue however much you want. You can also add a bevel. Let me go to this yellow shape, filter, bevel, increase the size, and then we'll make those other layers have a thickness. That is all.